All right, guys, what's going on? My name is Luis. Today is May 21st, 2020, and welcome to the Grand Supreme News Channel. Guys, we got some breaking news updates, and it says here that President Donald Trump to void Open Skies treaty with Russia on Friday. Now, this Open Sky has been going around for more than 3 decades. The Russian plane flying over the U.S., and a U.S. plane flying over Russia. Now, this has been going on for many, many years, but President Donald Trump said the Open Skies is going to completely end, and he's going to sign the deal on Friday. So once again, guys, all the information is in this article. We're going to see what's really going on. Tensions are rising between U.S. and China. So, more than 3 decades, and now President Donald Trump is going to end it. Before I start, guys, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you share this video with your friends, families, and loved ones. All the information are in the description box. So the Trump administration is finally moving to pull the trigger on voiding the 3-decade-long Open Skies Treaty with Russia, after over much of the past year blasting Moscow non-compliance and threatening pullout, along with other mutual defense treaties like New START. So President Donald Trump has decided to withdraw from another major arms control accord, according to senior administration officials, and will inform Russia on Friday that the U.S. is pulling out of the Open Sky Treaty. Now, is this a good thing? Well, many Americans believe that the Russian planes should not be flying over the U.S., but it's not a big threat. This has been going on for more than 3 decades. The U.S. does the same thing. Once again, guys, many Americans might be happy about this deal here. So, let me continue on. Give me a second. The past Cold War treaty, initiated in 1992 and then ratified in 2002, allows its now 35 member states to conduct short-noticed, unarmed observation flight to monitor other countries' military operation and mutual verification of arms control agreement. So the treaty even allows Russian recon flights over tightly restricted Washington, D.C. airspace. So the Russian planes has been going around just, going to certain parts in the U.S. like Washington, D.C. and other areas, which, again, many Americans just don't like it. They don't want the Russian plane spying on the U.S. Well, it's not spying, but again, it's open skies. The U.S. is doing the same thing too. I think that this is a good thing. So ever since the U.S. and Russian treaty has ended, we are talking about like the long-range ballistic missile that was banned under the INF treaty and all that. The U.S. ripped the contract into pieces because they believe that Russia has violated the INF treaty by building the hypersonic missile. Russia responded and say, we haven't violated the INF treaty. If you want to send your experts to look at the hypersonic missiles, you are welcome to come to Russia. So President Donald Trump ripped the contract and say, you know what, if Russia is building hypersonic missiles, then we are going to build our hypersonic missiles and long-range ballistic missile and all that. Which is something that many people don't like because, once again, Ronald Reagan and the Soviet Union, I forget his name, came together and stopped this long-range ballistic missiles and other missiles and signed this pact, the INF treaty. But now things are getting really tough. You got nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. President Donald Trump ripped the contract and now is building up military. Now this here, President Donald Trump is going to void Open Skies, and he's going to let Russia know you cannot bring your planes over the U.S., fly over U.S. anymore. So we are seeing something really big here, guys. Tensions are rising, and these are the kingdom against kingdom and nation against nation. So in the past years, Russian Tupolev Tu-154S have even flown at low altitude over such sensitive sites as Andrews Air Force Base in Maryland, the U.S. Capitol, the Pentagon, and CIA headquarters in Langlands. So the Russian plane has been, just flying around in Washington, D.C., Andrews Air Force Base in Maryland, all these areas that the U.S. have their top military stuff going on. And again, the American people, I still remember last year, the American people were like, why is Russia flying their planes and spying and going to states that have military bases? So President Trump is going to end that. He's going to let Russia know this Friday. Senior administration official previously said of Open Skies, this is a U.S. position that we think this treaty is a danger to our national security. We get nothing out of it. Our allies get nothing out of it, and it is our intentions to withdraw. Okay. The Pentagon has in recent years complained that Russia's curtails ability to fly over key Russian cities where it's believed nuclear defense capabilities related to Europe are readied. The NYT Thursday reporting another rationale has been put forth based on intelligence sources, namely. In classified reports, the Pentagon and American Intelligence Agency have contended the Russians are also using flights over the United States to map out critical American infrastructures that could be hit by cyber attacks. Is it too late now? Yes, it's too late. I think the Russians already know every single location within our country when it comes to the power grid, when it comes to military base in Tampa, in Maryland, and many other states. The Russian has been flying around U.S. Area for more than 3 decades. Guys, that's 3 decades. I mean, that's many years. So signing this void open skies, I mean, I think it's too late. So the Russian knows the weakness of U.S., just like the U.S. also know the weakness of Russia, because the U.S. also have sent their planes in Russian airspace. So I believe there's more to it. I believe that President Trump knows that, there's some kind of cyber attack happening, and China is basically responsible for the cyber attack. But then you got to ask yourself, how did China know certain locations? China is best buddy with Russia. So there you go. So once again, guys, this is why President Donald Trump has signed the executive order of protecting the power grid here within our country. And he signed not one executive order. He's been signing multiple executive orders when it comes to U.S. power grid being protected by either, terror, I'm not going to say the full name, guys. EMP attack, solar flare, or any other catastrophic events. All right, so meanwhile, European allies are actually more fearful. This signals the White House is seriously mulling a near future exit from the New START, the last major defense pact between Washington and Moscow, which seeks to limit and greatly reduce nuclear arms proliferation. So, both of these nations, Russia and the U.S., are now building powerful missiles. The INF Treaty has expired. So that means that the U.S. and Russia could build a powerful missile that could take out millions of people, even possibly billions. So this is why that INF Treaty was very important, that was signed by the great Ronald Reagan and the Soviet Union. I forget his name. I think it started with an S. Slovakov. I truly apologize, guys. So they signed the INF Treaty Pact back in 1988 or 1989, if I'm not mistaken. and that was to end the building of these long-range ballistic missiles. Now that the INF treaty has expired, you got these two nations building up military, building up missiles, and now President Trump to void open sky treaty with Russia on Friday. So tensions are rising, and you can find this in the Gospel of Luke chapter 21, where Jesus Christ mentioned the rumors of wars and kingdom against kingdom, nation against nations. And at the end of the day, this is when people need to realize that you can't put your faith and trust in the world system. Hypersonic missile is almost completed when it comes to Russia. And Vladimir Putin released a footage back in 2018. This hypersonic missile is... The U.S. radar cannot detect or capture this hypersonic missile. So it's been more than 3 decades. Truly apologize. It's been more than 3 decades, and Russia has been going around and with their planes again. It's called Open Skies, and they were going to Washington D.C. at a low altitude, just recording certain spots in the U.S., which, again, many Americans really didn't like that. But a lot of Americans is going to be happy now because the Russian plane is not going to be flying over the U.S. Also, the U.S. plane is not going to be flying over in Russia. So leave comments down below. Give me a second here. I was reading the comments, and this one person said that people's missing a point here. Just give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find that really quick. Here we go. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So it says here, I think many are missing the point that this is about the rise of China. If China is not part of the treaty, it's worthless, same as START. So from the article, the Russian imposed the restriction because some past flights over Kaliningrad have zigzagged across the small territory, creating problems for civilian flights and air traffic control. One 2014 overflight by Poland causing such problems have been cited as the origin of the dispute. Who set this flight path and how many of the crew were Poles? I have no idea what that means. There's a lot you don't know. There's much that nobody can know. When the time for response grows significantly, short and or confusion increases, power will take over from what is supposed to be in control of it, especially during times of disorder. As well, under these conditions, there is no such thing as an absolute 24-hour-a-day dictator. All right. Some of these comments, guys, some of these comments is negative, but again, there's some positive comments here. So treaties only work when they are agreed to and followed by all parties. The USA refused to allow Russia to overfly its fleets in the Atlantic and the Pacific because of obvious vulnerabilities to a first strike. And that is reasonable, as nuclear proliferation and fleet activities are two separate categories. You do not test nuclear missiles in the middle of an armada unless you are attacking it. Now, the Russian Federation is now a natural enemy of the United States of America, as it is not a communist an expansionist power, so the USA can mend fences with Moscow over the coming years. But communist China is an entirely different story. They lie, cheat, and steal like any and all communist dictatorships are wont to do. Truly apologize about that. Well, after this, Team Com, virus, blah, 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 we are not putting up with Beijing anymore. We win and TCOMs lose. Beijing is doomed and nothing will stop their trajectory into all-out civil war and chaos. All right. So once again, guys, we are seeing a lot of changes happening within our country. President Donald Trump has ripped up the INF treaty and now is telling the Russian plane, you are not allowed in U.S. airspace anymore. Something's going on here, guys. Leave comments down below. We are hearing the cyber attack rising. Cyber attack is happening in the U.S. and in Israel. Excuse me. So leave comments down below. We are seeing nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. President Donald Trump to void open sky treaty with Russia on Friday. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Louis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, P.O. Box number 2, 3432 U.S. Highway 19, Holiday, Florida 34691. And for those of you that want to support us, again, the links are in the description box if you want to become Patreon or if you want to support us through PayPal. A lot of people have been asking me, Louis, what's going on with the live stream? The night live stream also on D Live, Facebook Live. Once again, guys, give me a second here. Once again, the live stream is going to come up pretty soon. I've been so busy working on GS News channel. I received the email from YouTube, and it seems like, the videos that I've been posting when it comes to Corona, those videos will be in the website. But they have sent me a message, and I already spoke to you guys, that they are willing to monetize the channel once again. So I will do the live stream maybe tonight or tomorrow. But the live stream is not going to be about, once again, Corona. It's going to be about earthquakes, these type of news when it comes to the INF treaty, any video of Corona or politics of the year 2020 that will be posted on my website. Truly apologize, guys. And again, a lot of YouTubers are basically doing that, posting videos on their website. Now, my website is absolutely free. I'm not charging no one. I don't charge, yearly subscription or monthly stuff like that. I don't do it, guys. It's absolutely free. If you guys want to go to the website, check out the videos. Videos will be posted on the website. So once again, guys, truly apologize. Hopefully you guys understand. Some of the videos won't be posted on YouTube. But if I do a live stream, it is going to be different breaking news topic, like, for example, this here. So once again, leave comments down below. And for those of you that want to give your life to Jesus Christ, email me. My email is in the description box. If you guys want to talk about Jesus Christ, I could give my personal number, and then we could talk. And once again, helping many people open their eyes and lead them to Jesus Christ's path. Thank you so much for watching, guys. God bless. Give your life to Jesus Christ and get baptized. We are living in tough time. Till next time later. Peace.